with which
I will come generally.
You want to
Yes,
jump in?
Yes, I will jump in. The interview is specifically to completely unveil the process and procedures that have been taken to date. We have announced as the National Bakers Union taking responsibilities after going through every procedures and looking into every technical aspect, very aware of the sensitivity of bread as an essential commodity and its affordability and accessibility to the public. We have gone through the length and breadth of this country with procedures, and we have also engaged all authorities. Like when the news was casted or when the information was broadcasted, we've heard and we have been following the public concern when it comes to engagement and our level of engagement to this particular announcement. We want to authoritatively say, we at the National Bakers Union, since we started, we have followed all due procedures and protocols. First, internally within our members, to structure them, put them into shapes and procedures that are in accordance to the laws of this country, and also within the set standards to give the population the bread they deserve in the quantity and quality that is recommended. Within that process, we have brought every player together, and we have gone through a process. All the line ministries, starting with the Ministry of Trade, who are directly our line of ministries, we have engaged from the beginning to where we are. Considering the realities around this sector, we have seen and engaged that forced the National Bakers Union to go and bring a technical committee to look into this particular sensitive thing technically. Comparisons were done, analysis were done, and we have pegged it at a particular area which is the list for the most vulnerable. Coming into realities, we will want to acknowledge the procedure that we have already embraced just this evening. That is shortly after 8 o'clock. That is from our last interview with Star TV Pandiri. And negotiation was initiated, and we are open, like we said, we have an open door policy to negotiation in the interest of the country and the population we serve. We spoke with the DPS, Ministry of Trade, at length with regards to this and the procedures and the protocols which we have not breached or bypassed at any level. Coming back to the drawing table, myself, the president, and the entire Bakers Union members are aware of what we are completely doing, and now we are about to discuss with the ministry and all the relevant authorities with regards to this. On Monday, we will open dialogues around this. We will technically analyze this, and we will also go forth from that to jointly as stakeholders and the authorities, that is from the Ministry of Trade, to look at it more diligently, like we did, to generally give a consensus and a joint report across this. Meanwhile, as the situation stands, the $13 that is recommended and that is already announced could be paused, will be on hold, depending on the outcome of this particular meeting, which already the way we have initiated it is already very, very clear, and we will put everything into context to make sure the population are served. Coming into certain realities.
Yes, so as we stand right now, your plan to increase bread on Monday, I mean, it's no more taking place unless and until you actually dialogue with the government, and then depending on the outcome of the dialogue, then you will come to make another communication whether you going ahead with the $13 or not.
Exactly. That's a correct statement to make. Going further to that, like we've said, it is paused because we have gone through all procedures. We will still follow those procedures, we will exhaust those procedures, then we will go to the next level. I remember it was in this same platform when I said the National Bakers Union will continue to embrace diplomacy until when diplomacy fails, then we will communicate the language that we can all understand.
That is quite good also, I mean, on the side of the government, to make sure at least discuss with your people to make so what is a major concern for the Gambians is definitely addressed. So we're definitely glad. I mean, we might not have enough time to look at some of the reasons why you think you want to increase the bread, and what is the need. Briefly.
We at the union have made technical analysis when it comes to the general inputs, when it comes to bread and its production, both for Tapalapa and Senfur, maintenance, the main essential commodity that we've used. we will be very biased if we sit before the whole nation and say nothing was achieved since we started. As a union, since we started, we have prioritized certain things in our standardization drive. As we speak, few of them have been approved and in progress. One is the duty waiver, because we've got a duty waiver processed through the government, approved by the government, and given to for the government by the government for us to give premium quality flour to our population to be served with better quality bread. Currently, there is enough flour of a particular quality that is recommended, that is okay, that is going to be served to the population as the Ramadan unfolds. And we will continue to do something like that in response to the public need. The government have facilitated that. And anytime also we write, raising concerns around certain things, seriously, doors have always been open and we have been engaging. But the reason why we have to decide and do something, at executive level, we have at several times intercepted and condemned certain actions, because the population we serve, like I always say, like we say together all the time, to serve them, we cannot starve them. At a point, people were accustomed to unionism when it comes. You have to put special attention through a particular drive, that is sit-down strikes, whole production, like in the bakery sector, most of the people were expecting. From inception, we were going on strike. We vehemently said no to strikes. Even in these last minutes, when bakeries are closing down, a lot of things are happening. When people said, you are not ready to take immediate actions, we said we will take actions, but we will take actions with diligence. Closing down and working with certain economic strategies where you will suppress supply to make sure it's high, then put up certain things to do that. We said no. We will go through normal procedures. And if we are to announce, like I said, like we said as a team, we will not do it that same way where you will cut down production, strike, 2-3 days after, then increase the price. No. We will do it openly on the table, because we have started from the beginning, everything on the table. So we don't have anything to hide, and we are still open to dialogue in the interest of the population, in the interest of our members, and in the interest of the country.
I think that is quite good. I mean, we all look at what can take this country forward. I mean, some of the measures that people will expect you to take, if you take that, it's going to affect the entire country. So, I mean, everybody should do his or her part to make sure we develop this country. Now, I mean, Mr. Jallo, you can just briefly, I mean, tell our followers that actually understand Fuller, in Fuller, what is the latest, I mean, development, with regards to your plan of increasing the bread, and I mean, what you've actually discussed with the government, and what is going to be your next step?